All right, hi everyone. Frankie here, New West Reset. Hello, how's it going? Welcome back. Thank you very much for shooting in, joining a fella here for another boots on the ground video. And look what we're checking out here today. Holy moly, a sandstone home. Not brick, sandstone. Very unusual. I'm in Mount Royal again here today, and we're gonna check this thing out. And I'm even going to see if I can sneak around to the back lane or the back alley and check out the back side of this. I'm not going to hold my breath for any success on that, but we'll see what we can do. So stick around, be right back.
About a heaven in Alberta, where they've got all hell for a basement.
All right, so as mentioned, I am in Mount Royal here today. I'm just off of, where am I here? Between 18th and 19th Avenue on, I believe, 9th Street Southwest. I'm not exactly sure. I've been wandering around here for a while, but I'll put the address down in the description below. But this is something very unique. I have rarely seen anything like this. I often talk about buildings that stick out like a sore thumb in a certain neighborhood or subdivision or what have you, that kind of bucks the narrative a little bit. This one's no exception, man. You could see by the neighboring homes, you know, they're wooden frame or brick homes that have wooden siding, wooden shingles on them. They're very lovely in their own right, but this one is just so unique and so incredible. I can't think of off the top of my head a house that was built completely out of sandstone like this. Normally you would have brick and then you would have sandstone maybe above and below the windows and some sandstone around the foundation. But wow, yeah, this thing is incredible. So the first thing off the bat that I'm noticing is there are some pretty low windows there that I'm seeing. Just kind of right down in there. Try to get a good shot of it there for you. Kind of shooting down into the ground there a little bit, I think. I think there's one on the other side too, and there's some lining down the side of the house. I don't know if you can see down in there. There's two of them down there as well. So, this house is on a little bit of a hill. It does have a small retaining wall right here between the house and the sidewalk, or where the property ends and the sidewalk begins. So, you know, if one was to excavate this hump that this house is set upon, does it go down a little further? And that's definitely a possibility. I love the pillars. I love the fancy woodwork there along just along the top of this sort of porch or veranda, and then the upper veranda too. Very nice. Looks like it's does have on that dormer up there. It does have some wooden shingles. I'm assuming cedar, right up there by that little window. And then, of course, a nice little brick chimney. But just a beautifully kept home, really well maintained. Not sure why there's a big sandstone block just kind of sitting right there in their yard, but I don't know what that's all about. But the street slopes downward quite a bit in this neighborhood. As you can see, I've gone from a wall about a foot high at the beginning of this property to a wall that's, well, 3.5 feet high here, where the property transitions to the next home, which in itself is a lovely home. But wow, this thing is incredible, man. Again, I'm just kind of at a loss for words because it's so unique and so unusual. Big, massive, 2-story sandstone home nestled in amongst these slightly more modest looking houses. Now, I don't know if it's brick underneath and these sandstones these sandstone blocks are actually sandstone tiles, and it's been facaded with this sandstone. It's definitely a possibility. I've seen examples of that before, most especially around the lower quarter of a building, you know, where they're trying to call it the foundation, which is really just a phony foundation. They'll cover the brick or the existing building material in schmutz, and then they'll, you know, put a couple of courses of this facade sandstone that's really a tile a few inches thick, and it makes it look like the foundation was sandstone blocks, and then the remainder of the house made out of brick is built on top. So I don't know if that's the case here and they've just decided to facade the whole thing. I am not sure. But I'm going to pause it here for a moment, and I'm going to see if I can get around to the backside of this thing. Somehow I don't think we're going to be able to see much because these lots here they're not super wide from side to side, but they go quite deep from the street to the back lane or the back alley. But let's give it a whirl here and see what we can see. So hang tough, we'll be right back. All right, so I've just made my way around to the back alley or back lane here. And yeah, it's the same story at the back here. The entire house is either made of sandstone or wrapped in sandstone. They've got a beautiful enclosed porch on the back side of this house. Separate garage that I'm guessing was probably original. It was probably an old coach house maybe at one point. But yeah, they've punched in some skylights there in the roof, and added a few modern conveniences. But for the most part, from what I can tell, I mean, this thing is in a very well kept original state. My goodness. And it is on quite a large lot, as mentioned, from front to back here. So what a gorgeous place. Like really, really beautiful. So yeah, fantastic. Gonna have somebody coming out and yelling at me right now. Hi, oh, I'm just filming all the beautiful historic homes in the neighborhood here. Do you know what year your home was built? 1910. What a beautiful home. It's very unique on this street because it's sandstone rather than brick or wood.
What did you say?
I said it's very unique because it's sandstone rather than brick or wood.
Yeah, it's all sandstone.
Is it a sandstone block or is it a tile applied? Do you know?
No, it's real sandstone from the basement floor
Right.
to the...
Right up to the top of the second floor. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful home. You should be very proud. No, she's not upset at all. She's actually willing to talk, shared a little information there. That her home from the lower level or the basement, which is under the ground, right up to the top of that second floor is sandstone block. So from the horse's mouth, yeah, what a beautiful home. So there you go. I'm going to swing back around to the front here and get one last beautiful wide shot here for you. And I think that's going to do it for today. So stick around. I'll be right back. All right, so there you go. That is going to seal the deal here today for Frankie, New West Reset, right here in Mount Royal. And a really nice look at this beautiful two-ish story. We'll call it a 2.5 story sandstone home. So yeah, very unusual, very beautiful. And I'm basically at a loss for words. So yeah, I'm going to rely on you and your words. Let me know what you think down below. Of course, do all the other things down here to help the fella out. And until the next one, take care out there and have yourselves a good one. All right, everyone? Thanks again. Cheers.